Hola.
Ooh, did you feel that right now? Did you hear that? Did you experience that? I sure did. That's the sound of my feels getting kicked in over and over again as I played through the 6-hour campaign that is Planet of Lana from developer Wishfully and publisher Thunderful Publishing. Now obviously one of the worst things a content creator can do is tell you to go play this game right now and not have you finish this review, but screw the analytics for a day because Planet of Lana is that damn good and you deserve to play good video games, right? Planet of Lana is exceptional, go play it. If you want to learn more, please do stick around. Planet of Lana tells a really heartfelt and powerful story without saying all that much. There's a made-up language throughout the game, but it's more of a visual experience, and you're able to very easily figure things out, far more than some of the convoluted games that we've come across here on the channel in the past. Long story short, you are a young girl on a seemingly peaceful little island village of sorts, when suddenly evil robots are attacking out of nowhere, and now you're on a quest with a tiny little cat creature to stop this invasion by any means necessary and to rescue your dear childhood friend. Simple, but so damn effective at pulling at your heartstrings, this cat creature was my best friend by the end of this damn game, which is sad. I guess that says a lot about my state of real-life friendships currently. But anyways, this cat is damn good. If you've ever played cinematic platformers like Limbo or Going Back Farther Out of This World, Another World, some of you know it as, or Inside, then you'll feel fairly comfortable with the controls of Planet of Lana. I think this game pulls it off better than any of those titles by a long shot. If you aren't familiar with this genre, Planet of Lana is basically part platformer, part puzzle game. Your basic actions for your lead character include running, jumping, hanging from cliffs, there's a little bit of wall jumping, and a good deal of crouching, even some stealth here or there. You'll be hiding in grass a good deal to get away from these robots that will insta-kill you in one hit. There's a few switches to pull here or there, some boxes to push into position, but the little bit of a curveball here is your partner, that cat that I mentioned. Damn, I love this cat. Your cat has just a few commands and they're pretty easy to issue. He can jump up to higher ledges to help you through puzzles. He can kind of hide too, because if he's killed, it's also a quick game over. He'll push buttons for you. He can go down little tunnels and trick some of the robots so that you can get by them. All sorts of cool stuff. Some of you might be a little worried about the partner aspect, but the developer here has executed it brilliantly, and it leads to some very satisfying puzzles. There are a few logic puzzles of sorts throughout the game, not too many as well, but those are also very satisfying to solve, well explained, and not overly frustrating. Planet of Lana also does feature a few action scenes that have QuickTime events, but these can be disabled if you don't want to deal with them. I like QuickTime events myself. I know some people aren't into them. I'm just not a part of that crowd. I enjoy these. For all of the praise that I have lumped onto Planet of Lana so far, it's worth noting that, as I mentioned, this is a 6-hour game. You might be thinking, well, is it one or done? Kind of, sort of, but there are a few reasons to go back in if you've missed some of the collectibles. There's quite a few of these to find. You're trying to fill out this little map that's been ripped up. They are well hidden. I did not get them all in my first playthrough. There's a chapter select that will allow you to do so. So some replay value, but not a ton here. Planet of Lana controls beautifully, it is wonderfully designed, the puzzles are a blast to solve, it hits you in the feels with a great narrative, and it's also visually just stunning. There are some reused assets here or there. I did see a lot of the same trees over and over again in certain areas, but ultimately there's pretty good environmental variety throughout this short campaign. Honestly though, this is one of the more beautiful games I've played in recent memory. The foreground, the background, it all blends together beautifully. This truly looks like a Studio Ghibli film brought to life, with very smooth animations for your characters. The robots really are integrated well into this world. It's all just breathtaking. And as beautiful as Planet of Lana is to look at and take in, so too is the soundtrack. This is so cinematic, so symphonic, so wondrous. I absolutely love this soundtrack. I was completely blown away by the production values of it. I've played a lot of games on this channel where the world just feels dead and empty, and that was never the case here. Everything feels alive, lived in, and it sounds fantastic. Performance of Planet of Lana was pretty much flawless throughout. I didn't notice any major frame dips or anything like that. And on the Steam Deck, which we briefly tested, it also ran beautifully at what felt like a full 60 frames per second. Looks great on that screen, sounds just as great, all of that. So if you're planning to play on Steam Deck, have no fears. Planet of Lana is here for you there too. Planet of Lana has a big heart. It will probably have you tearing up when it's all said and done. It plays great. It looks great. What are you doing? Play this game. Add it to your library if you're a fan of indie games and if you love cinematic platformers. An absolute no-brainer. One of the best games we've ever had here at I Dream of Indie Games, in my opinion. One of the best games of the year. Probably the best game of the year. Obviously, I'm awarding this game the Golden Genie Lamp of approval. Thank you so much for supporting clickbait-free independent content here on YouTube. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe to help us bring a voice to the voiceless ones in gaming. And be sure to check out patreon.com/idreamofindiegames, where we can together defeat the gaming echo chamber.